Hey you guys, welcome back to Avani Balance Me Yoga. Today I have a very simple Sun A salutation sequence prepared for you. This is more just about teaching how Sun A salutation is done. It's the basics for how to build on to a yoga sequence of your own choosing. And oftentimes Sun salutations are used for warm-ups before being transformed into something more, which typically ends up being a flow, a yoga flow or sequence. So for today's practice, after I run through the basics of a simple Sun A salutation, I am going to come back and show you two different variations of how you can make a Sun A salutation your own. And hopefully you all enjoy this video. Definitely let me know in the comments down below, especially if you're in class for yoga, or especially if you are in class to become a yoga teacher and you're just looking for a little inspiration of how you can start to put together your own yoga flows. Alright, so when you all ready, you are more than welcome to bring a bottle of water with you, and you can also bring yoga blocks. I'm not going to use yoga blocks for this sequence, but you can always use yoga blocks during any sun salutation as an added prop for adjustments. So always be mindful and aware of your audience, that you always incorporate adjustments throughout your sequences, because you never know if someone is a beginner, has sensitive joints. So just a tip for future, advice in the future. And when you all ready, go ahead, meet me on your yoga mat. The sequence is going to be extremely simple. It's not like a regular yoga, like one of my regular yoga videos, so don't worry. And you're not going to experience any pranayama except for the prana that flows through our body when we are practicing each asana. I will cue you in for when to breathe in and for when to exhale. So this is just a Sun A salutation breakdown with a couple of different variations you can also incorporate. So you can just meet me at the top of your mat. This is mountain pose. Take a cleansing breath or two, breathing in through your nose, exhaling out of your mouth. From here, you can open up your eyes, breathe in as you sweep your arms up overhead. Go ahead, bring your hands to touch. Exhale as you forward fold with slightly bent knees. Here would be a great time when you can have somebody use a yoga block to place their hands on during a forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift, extending your legs out. Bringing your back extremely flat as if you are balancing a pencil on your spine. Bring your hands to your shins, or you can allow them to float. Suck in your lower belly. Place your hands onto the mat. You're going to step back into plank. Engage your core. Shift forward, lower down to take your chaturanga. Go ahead and exhale. Breathe in as you press your body up, upward facing dog. Breathe in. Active legs. Your thighs should be off of your mat. Your face should be looking straight ahead. Don't bring your face up. Just look straight ahead. Relax shoulders. Flip your feet. Press up and back. Exhale. Downward facing dog. You can come onto your tippy toes and you can step or you can hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, slight bent knees. Breathe in as you slowly begin to straighten your legs. Sweep your hands up overhead, allowing your hands to touch. Exhale as you bring your hands down, heart center. Now that is our simple Sun A salutation, but I'm going to show you some variations so that you can see what is possible when creating your own yoga sequence. And I'll face you for some of the variations, especially in the beginning, that way you can see what it is I'm doing. So when I take classes, or also I have also incorporated my own classes, you can breathe in, sweeping your arms up overhead, bring your hands to touch, and you can exhale as you lower your right hand down for a side body stretch. Come back up through center, breathe in as you bring your hands to touch. Exhale as you lower your left arm onto the mat, onto your side, reaching your right arm overhead, come back up through center. And from there, that's one side body stretch, but I'm gonna show you another one. You can breathe in. You can go ahead and cross your left leg behind the right. Use your right hand to grab on your left wrist and side body stretch over to the right. That's a deeper stretch here. Come back up through center, and then you can just switch. Step your right foot behind the left. Bring your left hand onto your right wrist. Exhale as you reach over to the left side. And from here, you can then flow through your regular Sun A, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Suck in that lower belly. Hands can float here. Plant your hands onto the mat. You're gonna step back and exhale as you shift your body forward and take your chaturanga push-up, lowering your arms down to about a 45-degree angle before pressing your body up. Breathe in, upward facing dog, active legs, thighs should be off of the mat. Bring your gaze straight forward before shifting your hips up and back. Flip your feet over, exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and step, or you can hop to the top of your mat, halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, slight bend in your knees. Breathe in as you sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale as you bring your hands down, heart center. So that's one variation. But I'm going to show you another one because I love to incorporate a deep back bend for mine. It helps warm up the spine, especially if I'm going to be doing any back bends. So in the beginning, it can be kind of difficult to have a really deep back bend, but as you continue on with whatever flow you're doing, especially if you're doing a lot of deep back bends, I feel like it definitely improves. The first one might be a little rough, but as you eventually get to your third or fourth back bend, if you do many extended mountain poses, then your back will become much more looser and it will be easier to get into a deeper back bend. So I'm going to show you this one last variation of a Sun A. You are able to incorporate this back bend or this extended mountain pose within your side bends, but it just depends on the person. So yeah, and have fun with this. Definitely make it your own. I often would say don't incorporate more than 2 to 3 asanas in any Sun A, Sun B, Sun C warm up before you get into your actual flow, because that's what the flow is for. The warm up is just to warm the body up, to align breath with movement. That way it gets you ready for the sequence that you have prepared for your class or yourself. So once you're on your mat, this is going to be the last variation I show you, and then you are going to be free to create your own sequences, to do your own warm-ups. This is just the basics, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, so you're going to breathe in. Now you can keep your hands straight when going into this back bend. I'm going to show you different ones. You want to keep your arms in alignment with your ears. And then you can come back up. I usually like to put my hands to heart center before going into the forward fold. And in forward fold, you always exhale. Now that was one variation of an extended mountain pose. And I usually like to take really deep ones. You always want to make sure that your ears are in alignment with your arms. And that was with your hands together. You can always do it with your hands separate, but just parallel to one another. Or you could do what I also like to do, which is breathe in, grab onto your opposite elbows, and then come into that extended mountain pose for a back bend and a nice heart opener combination. As you come back through center, exhale as you bring your hands to heart center, forward folds. Now in this forward fold, you're able to still keep contact onto your elbows, and especially if this is your first Sun A, I like to do a little head shake to bring a bit of a stretch to the back of the legs, and you can even sway from side to side to just get your body ready for the practice that you've prepared. And this is really nice if you work out a lot, especially with the weights. It helps ease some tension and bring some fluidity into your movement. And so this is the forward fold, and then I go into a half a lift, breathe in, suck in that lower belly. Plant your hands onto the mat, step or hop back into plank. You want to shift your body weight forward, activate your core. Exhale as you lower down to take your chaturanga push-up. Breathe in, press up, upward facing dog. Shift your hips up and back, exhale, downward facing dog. And I will do a hop since I haven't hopped, just to show you what that looks like. You're gonna come onto your tippy toes, crouch down, hop into the top of your mat, half a lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, slight bend into your knees. Go ahead and breathe in as you bring your hands to touch overhead. Exhale as you bring your hands down to heart center. Hopefully that wasn't too much. I just showed you the basic Sun A salutation in the very beginning of the video. And if you're just starting out, you don't have to incorporate variations. Just do a Sun A. Do any sun salutation you like, and then you can create whatever flow speaks to you. And from there, you can build on, because that's how I started. I kept it pretty simple at first and focused more on my flow after the warm-up. Because you know, warm-ups are typically 5 to 10 minutes. Some people may even take it to 15 minutes if they're doing an hour-long video or practice. And then from that warm-up, you can make the practice your own. Definitely be mindful to use yoga blocks if you need them. If you're teaching a class, you want to make sure that you incorporate them. Adjustments are extremely important, especially for people who are new to yoga or who have experienced past injuries. So be mindful of that if you are preparing to teach class in the future. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And my next post is going to literally be me showing you Sun B salutation. So it's going to be super simple. I'm going to show you the basics, and then I'm going to show you how you can spice it up a little if you want to. And then after that, you can definitely make your Sunday practice whatever you want it to be. I'm just here to show you what works, what's simple, what's easy, and how you can do it yourself. So until next time, everyone, be well.